are back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe. So it looks like Icespxce might be in a new era because not only has she unfollowed Nicki Minaj, but she has also unfollowed Doja Cat, which a lot of fans were upset about because if you guys remember, Doja Cat allowed Wsüit to open up for her on tour during the Scarlet era. Okay, she let Doja and Wsüit open up for her, and this is the thanks that she gets for putting these bitches on. Okay, now here's the thing: why she allegedly had turned down Icespxce collaboration. And here's my thing with Doja Cat. I get it, like Wsüit, she's not as talented, but you worked with Lizzo recently, and Lizzo's a chop. Let's just be very clear. Lizzo had to go back to rap because her pop music wasn't selling. You also worked recently with Whack Harlow. He's kind of trash. I mean, you should have just did the collaboration. You know, I think Doja Cat sometimes she be on her high horse, okay, and think that she better than a lot of these other female rappers. That's what it be given. You know, she turned down Nicki. She's turned down Meg. She's turned down Icespxce. She's turned down Big Billy. You know, Doja Cat be on her high horse a lot. Okay, but you better not flop next era. You know, you just announced an album. If you flop, I'm dragging you. I'm telling you now. I'm dragging you by your pubic hair because at the end of the day, you think you don't have to do collaborations because you got a Grammy, but you are not that girl still. Okay, you make pop rap music and you're not lyrical. And I'm not mad that she turned down Icespxce, but I just feel like she be acting like she can't work with female rappers. Like she be acting like she can't work with female rappers. She better than all the female rappers, and that's not the case. Okay, mind you, you won a Grammy in the pop category. You didn't win a Grammy in the rap category like Doja did, like Megan Thee Stallion did. So you are not the princess of rap. I took that title away from you a long time ago. So you better pipe down. Now, speaking of Doja Cat and Cardi B, Doja Cat did announce that she will be putting out an album September 26th, a few weeks after Cardi B. But Cardi B fans are hoping that Doja Cat gets sabotaged by Cardi. They are saying that Cardi B, if she does the funniest thing ever and drop a deluxe on the 26th of September, Doja Cat won't be able to go number one. And that's something I do notice about Cardi B fans. They're very threatened by Megan, Doja Cat, Doja. They're always looking to try to sabotage somebody. You know, if I was Doja Cat, I would drop the same day as Cardi B, especially with the last two flops she dropped. I would definitely drop the same day as Cardi B. That shit she dropped was ass crack, doo-doo, just like her breath. I don't understand why people think Cardi B is that bitch. The only reason why she would outsell Doja is because she already has several vinyls and merch and CDs that people can purchase now. Now, it looks like Megan Thee Stallion is trying to bring Nicki Minaj in her lawsuit that she has against Milagro. She has said in the recent deposition, they allegedly asked Milagro, according to the court transcripts, okay? They asked Milagro if she was being paid off by Nicki Minaj since allegedly it was exposed that she was getting paid by touring. They also allegedly asked if Champagne Thickums and Jay Prince was paying her. This is very interesting. There was no payments whatsoever, allegedly from Tory, even though during the court transcripts, they did show that she was getting paid something, and they are believing that it's from Tory Lanez. Millie made it clear that Zelle payments from Sonstar had nothing to do with Tory, and that she has proof of that. She also says she barely ever spoke to Tory and never once discussed his case with him. But it looks like Megan Thee Stallion believes that Nicki Minaj was also paying Milagro grams. Okay, so it looked like she might subpoena Nicki. And y'all can say, oh, she can't do that. Well, she did it with Tory. She did it with Tory, and Tory refused to give her any information, and now he is paying her lawyer fees. He has to pay her $5,000 for wasting her time in the interview her lawyers were conducting with him. So I can see her going after Nicki Minaj in a legal way, especially since Nicki been going after D0JA and Camel Face, and she also been talking about Megan Thee Stallion's case with her former employee, Emilio. I think that Megan is trying to actively take Nicki down, okay, any which way she can. And she can't do it in the booth, obviously. But she might go the legal route and say that Nicki is paying blogs to diss her. Okay, she might take it that route. Okay, I'm so tired of these rappers going to court. Oh my goodness, y'all are soft. I mean, Cardi B, Megan, and Champagne Thickums really have ruined rap. They really have ruined it. And it's thanks to y'all. I blame y'all because I don't really listen to them like that. Sorry. My faves are Nicki and Kung Fu Kenny and them. I don't really listen to them like that. So I'm going to blame y'all for making them big and gassing their head up. And now when they don't get their way, they take it to court. Now, Cardi B decided to call out Nicki Minaj, JT, Icespxce, Saweetie to the booth. She went and did an interview on Apple, and she basically says she is shitting on you bitches, and she has a belt, and she has more diss records on her album.
Like, you know, like, it's like, I'm a versatile bitch. So I'm gonna have fans that are gonna want that uppity up. Then I got some fans that want some pop shit. Then they want some, then I got fans that want collabs and stuff like that. I had to come like this because I have to show y'all that it's like I am doing a lot of different shit. I got my pop records in my fucking album. I got my uppity up. I got my pussy popping records. But it's like I had to come like this. I have to come strong and shitting on you bitches. And this is a calm shit. This is a calm shit because I'm bringing out a belt, a wet one on my album. Do you know? Have you ever got whooped with a wet belt? Like, have your mom ever wet the belt and then spank your shit? Have you ever got whooped coming out of the shower? That's what I'm doing on my album. So don't worry about it. And I love this record, and I don't give a fuck what nobody said. And I'm standing on that. Y'all could suck my dick, and I know I ate that shit, bitch. You know I ate that shit, bitch. You're a fucking hating ass bitch and a hating ass blown dub twink.
Is it just me, or does Cardi B look older? She aged so quickly. I mean, she looked different every time I see her. Okay, she look real different. She look about 45, 50 in this video. And them hard rocks on her chest, she needs to get a breast reduction. Them shits look hard as fuck. Sorry. I couldn't even listen to what she had to say. I thought she looked a fucking mess. I feel like she get uglier every time I see her. I'm sorry. Let's focus. Anyway, she did say that she got a wet belt. That's for Icespxce. That's for JT and Nicki Minaj, because she did throw some shots at Nicki. And she's going to be dissing more on her album. And she also said that she thinks she ate the song up. I disagree, but she feel like she really came hard. And I think that Camel Toe and these executives gassed up her head. But even your own fans say they don't like the record. Okay, I see them dragging the record. One fan said, okay, I like the song. Cardi killed it. My issue is that I don't think it should be a single, let alone the lead single. It should have just stayed as a track. I hope Cardi moves even faster and listens to her label, releasing a song with a catchier beat and with a chorus, etc. Okay? So even her own fans don't really like the record. I don't know why she's so delusional and just can't take criticism and understand that you're not that girl when it comes to rap. You're an influencer. So Lucian Grange throws Kung Fu Kenny under the bus. And he also basically exposed the tea that I already spilled on my Patreon. The Patreon family know. But I already exposed that Champagne Thickums was in a 360 deal. Okay? If y'all on my Patreon, y'all would have known that I exposed a few of y'all faves, not just Champagne Thickums. There's a few of y'all faves that the label owns everything. Okay? But we're not going to get into that now. The point of the matter is, Lucian decided to send a letter to the courts. Lucian Grange says, I run Universal Music Group and have invested hundreds of millions of dollars into Champagne Thickums, including a long-standing and critical financial support for his recording career. The purchase and ownership. The word ownership is very important. But he said the purchase and ownership of the bulk of his recording catalog and the purchase of his music publishing rights. Damn, Champagne Thickums is in a 360 deal. Okay? A 360 deal is when the label or Lucian owns basically your publishing, which is what you write. He owns everything Champagne Thickums right goes to Lucian. Basically your masters, everything you record, your touring, he gets a cut of that. Any type of sponsorships or deals you do, he gets a cut of that too. So that is basically what a 360 deal, which a lot of artists are in. But that's probably why he wanted to see Kung Fu Kenny's contract, because Kendrick is not in a 360 deal. And I think he secretly wanted to know what type of contract Kendrick was in. Lucian basically said in the document that he sent to the courts that basically he would not sabotage Champagne Thickums because he owns Champagne Thickums' music catalog. If he sabotaged Champagne Thickums, he's basically sabotaging himself. He also admitted that he does not have any control over what Kendrick Lamar drops, and he can't not censor Kendrick Lamar because in Kendrick's contract, he's not allowed to censor Kendrick Lamar. Okay, so that is what was exposed in court. Here's the thing. Champagne Thickums selling his soul, selling his music catalog for $400 million is a good deal. I think some of y'all would take that deal. And don't lie in the comments. Y'all taking $400 million to sell your soul. To sell your music. You would take a $400 million payout to sell your music. And I don't want y'all to lie in the comments and say y'all wouldn't. Y'all taking that $400 million. Only Kendrick Lamar, Beyonce, the chart-obsessed racists, Queen Taylor, they're the only people that really care about owning their music. Wayne sold his catalog. He don't own his music. Justin Bieber doesn't own his catalog. He sold it. Rihanna did the same thing. A lot of artists don't care about being in 360 deals. Only Kendrick Lamar and Queen Bee and, the Charps as races gotta own their music. But other artists, they love this. Cardi B don't care to own her music. Scratch Off don't care to own her music. Doja Cat's in a 360 deal. That's normal. And a lot of y'all would take the same deal as Champagne Thickums. I think this is a good deal for him. Unfortunately, for his gambling addiction, he probably might be in debt. But other than that, this is a good deal. Now, I will have to give Lucian Grange 50,000 lashings. Yes, I do have to give the CEO of Universal that many lashings, because I feel like he kind of subliminally throwing Kung Fu Kenny under the bus. And I did demote Kung Fu Kenny, but he's still, my top 5. And I feel like him saying, I can't control what Kung Fu Kenny puts out because it's not in his contract. I feel like he's throwing Kung Fu Kenny under the bus and trying to push that Champagne Thickums should sue Kung Fu Kenny because he's not in a 360 deal and he owns most of his music. So I feel like he was trying to subliminally throw him under the bus. Like, I can't control what he puts out. You got to take that up with Kung Fu Kenny. Like, no. Don't start trying to point it back over here. You don't need to throw him under the bus. You didn't have to reveal that. Okay? You could have just spilled tea on Champagne Thickums. You didn't have to reveal what was in Kung Fu Kenny's contract. Snitch. I don't care if Champagne Thickums and his attorney asked for that information. We don't care. Now, with that being said, Saweetie claps back at a Cardi B fan on X. A Cardi B fan says Saweetie's music career is like a iPhone with 1% battery. Everyone can see it's about to die, but she's still acting like it's fully charged. She's blaming her label for not putting $1 behind her, but let's be real. Even if they did, the dollar would have been better spent on Dollar Tree buying a broom to sweep up all the flop singles she's been dropping. Damn, they ain't Saweetie up. But here's the thing, Garbage Gang. Didn't Cardi B's last single Downside flop on the charts? I mean, can y'all really talk low key? I don't think y'all really can. But Saweetie did a classy clapback. She said, just because y'all give up easily on your dreams, then have to live vicariously through someone else's. Damn, okay, that's low key true. She said, doesn't mean I am. Thank you for the compliment though. Still that bitch on 1%, okay? Let me know how y'all feel about it. Here's my thing with Saweetie. Does she need to give up? Yes, maybe. No shade at Saweetie, but, I think she would be better off being an influencer. And it's not like I'm hating on Saweetie, but let's just be honest. She doesn't have much talent, and she can't write a hit to save her life. She's been in the game. I've been watching Saweetie since she was dating Justin Combs and Keith Powers. Okay, that was a long time ago. Okay, when she was just an IG baddie. And I feel like once she got signed to a label, that's when the music started to fall apart. I think she sounded better when she wasn't signed. But obviously, you need a label to kind of push you and give you radio play and give you access to certain things you can't get to as an independent artist. But in hindsight, Saweetie just not, I feel like a good rapper at all. I feel like, she was back then, but it's only gotten worse over time. And I think that it's not necessarily hating, is the fact that you could do other things. It's not like the music career is the end all be all. Like, you get sponsorships, you could do modeling, you could do TV. You were just in BMF, the show on Stars. You can do other things. I feel like the music career is just lackluster, but I feel like a lot of female rappers are flops. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Sydney Sweetie, Zendaya, Liam Nielsen, and Pamela Anderson, Malcolm Jamal Warner on Patreon. Link will be in the description, and I hope you guys have a great day.